welcome back to another YouTube video. World of Tanks Mercenaries with Ungainly Titan, and we are in the Murovanka map, winter mode, and I'm in the Boilermaker, the tier 6 British premium Sherman Firefly. So the Sherman Firefly, in my experience, well, for me personally, the most effective way I've discovered to play the Boilermaker, and I think it's pretty much identical to the regular Sherman Firefly, or at least fully kitted up, is to play it like a tank destroyer. This is pretty close to the historical role that the Fireflies played in British Armour Doctrine when they were introduced. They basically, something like 1 in 4 British Shermans were Fireflies, and they were kind of overwatch tanks and support tanks to conduct long-range anti-tank operations, protect tanks advancing by putting into overwatch positions, or retreating by doing something similar. So again, largely in an anti-tank role. I find personally that they don't have the alpha to trade, and they don't have the hit points either, or the armor. The armor is pretty much non-existent at this tier, and the alpha is low, but the gun is very, very effective once you can get it going and you're somebody spotting for you and you have essentially long-range targets to engage. You want to try and avoid being spotted, at least until later on the game. Because it's, you know, Sherman is not the most mobile of mediums. Especially at tier 6, they're starting to get a little bit faster and a little bit more speed, and sometimes a little bit more gun. So I'm picking up this position, and I'm actually getting away with a lot at the moment because nobody has spotted me. I'm kind of surprised. Well, I haven't been doing a lot of shooting either. There's no point in shooting. Snapshots in this tank don't go very well, although you have the ammunition to sort of try it. But I generally find that it's not terribly effective, and if you can possibly wait for your enemies to sort of settle down, give yourself the chance to actually get a good shot off, you'd be more effective. Now I thought there was a chance. Okay, spotted there, so chance to snapshot against the Panzer 25, the D-25, but we're going to keep going back to the rear until I'm unspotted. Don't have 6th Sense in this crew. I'm actually training up. I'm training up 6th Sense actually. I'm taking the opportunity when I was playing some of these British premiums to actually train up some more crews, because I was thinking of actually maybe in the near future filling out the British tier 10 line so that I'd have crews out of tanks and crews in all the slots available in the British tier 10. I have the majority of the British tier 10s, so I think what I don't have is the FE4 4005, the other 183mm Hesh gun. I don't have the FE4202P. Maybe the artillery, but I'm not interested in the artillery, so that one I don't care about. I actually think high tier artillery is actually really boring to play because it just takes so long for them to aim. However, I've managed to get rid of the Craft Panther there as well, which is a fairly valuable kill because it was low hit points and we've just gotten another gun out of the way. We're actually quite dominant in this position. I think the enemy actually had enough tanks here earlier on. They outnumbered us substantially at this side of the map, and if they had been more aggressive and pushed through, I'd be dead by now, and my fellow tanks around me would probably be dead likewise. Whereas it's kind of too late to do it now. We've already cleared the eastern side of the map. We're starting to close in on the ridgelines, so that the tanks, for instance, down to the south of me are being engaged by tanks to the east of them. I think there might be somebody here around the centre, so I'm driving down to check, and as I come down here to the corner, lo and behold, a wild VK3601H drives out in front of me. Now there is another tank behind me, but I'm going to keep chasing the 3601 because I think I'm probably a little bit faster than the AV tank, and I can't fight both, and I need to get rid of one. So this guy I've been pinking away at. And the ARL-44 behind me, I think, is taking hits from behind me as well. Plus, it's got a very slow reload of that gun. The ARL-44 would actually be better off keeping the distance. And we get another shot off. We've done a nice piece of damage at this point. This was pretty intense. I didn't really expect to survive that encounter when I knew the guy was behind me. But what happened, luck was on our side. And we managed to do it. Simply because of DPM, and I think the fact that the ARL-44 was already fairly heavily damaged. And probably took more damage coming around behind me from, like I said, from allies. Because we had lots of spare tanks, people had more than enough things, probably more tanks available than we had enemies to shoot at. And now it's really effectively down the center of the map, just the Achilles and the light tank. The enemy remaining medium tanks just down the other side, and he's got enough to be doing. So the Achilles fluffs his first shot, and doesn't have a lot of hit points left, he's taking fire from more than just me. I managed to get the second shot. Now the big question is, can I get the 6th kill? Will I live to the end of the game? I'm a one-shot hit from a one-shot kill from a spy panzer. Though he does not have a very accurate gun at range. His chance to hit me on the move at that range is probably nil. He will have to stop, and if he stops, well, I just might get my shot off first. I didn't track him there, somebody else did. And then he makes the mistake of stopping to shoot somebody back, and before he gets the chance, because his aim time is quite long, and there was more than one tank looking at him, he's dead. He really would need to break contact completely and get into cover, get out of observation before he could have afforded to stop and shoot back at people, and he probably might not have survived that anyway. So 86,000 credits, 5 kills, over 2,000 damage. Not a lot of assisted damage, but we got an ace tanker, which came as a bit of a surprise, really. Although I had done more damage than I thought. I think my ribbons what was showing up on screen wasn't as good. I had some hidden shot damage. So we came number 1 by experience with 1,683 base experience. Which is pretty high, actually. It's a high enough experience for an ace tanker. You can get ace tanks with ace tankers that are lower than that. You can also get ones that are higher. Anyhow, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.